Alright, where was I? Oh, this is where I'm gonna jump into it. That's what I'm gonna jump into it. I might sound like Jacob, but I fuck like a sow. I might sound like Jacob. First nigga, I might sound like Jacob, but I suck like a sow. I might sound like Jacob. First nigga, I might sound like Jacob, but I fuck like a sow. I might sound like Jacob. Listen, nigga, I might sound like Jacob, but I fuck like a sow. I might sound like Jacob. Listen, nigga. Alright, so the story of Jacob, and this is why the sermon is called Motherfucking Jacob. So for us to know how much it's capable, how the idea is being applied, how it's being demonstrated, how it's being made evident. Very interesting, actually. How it's being made evident. In order to find out how it's made evident, we need to get the idea, right? So the idea of Jacob, let's just go look at his crowning moment. This is who Jacob was. So let's just summarize. Jacob became the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. And Israel was a nation that had a covenant, an agreement with Jehovah, their God. Now, Jehovah, their God, is very interesting. This is very important for people to understand, and people not paying attention, have not been paying attention. Jehovah God means I will be, or He will be. So Jehovah God has intended to become a son of man from the tribe, one of the tribes called Judah. So Jehovah is a God that has been paving a way for himself to become a son of man from the tribe of Judah, who will become king of all Israel. Right, that's who Jehovah, the God of the Bible, is. And this is what was very interesting when I introduced the sermon, the first video. You say like, yo niggas, this is what's up. It's like black magic. This is why Zayshon became, because he understood this. This is the statement he's making, that Jehovah, the God that had an agreement with this Israel, in the story, in the context of the story, is actually the God of this is the people. Well, we get there. That's like we're not gonna get there. We're not gonna cross that bridge now. But I'm gonna show you how he did that when we get to the principle. Right? So let's get that out of the way for a bit. Where's my whiteboard marker now? Where's the whiteboard? Oh. Alright. Okay. Motherfucking Jacob. Let's read about motherfucker. So that's what Jacob became. What I've highlighted that Jacob is the root of the people that this God Jehovah made an agreement with, to say, observe these statuses and commandments for me, and I will become your king. A son of man will become your king. And when I come, that's all of that, right? So that's who Jehovah God is. This is who Jacob is. So Jacob is the foundation of who God decides to make an agreement with. Say, yo, I'm gonna be a fruit of your seed. I'm gonna be that nigga. You're gonna be my ancestor. So that's kind of weird, right? And this shouldn't be weird for the people that understand talk about Jesus being the Christ. It shouldn't be weird that if Jesus, they call God, has a lineage from Adam to... So Jesus, God was deciding to... He picked his ancestors. Those are the ancestors that God picked. So God decided to be a son of one of those people. If you look at... I think it's in Luke. Let me just look at it. So it shouldn't be a fucking idea, dude. It shouldn't make people trip. The genealogy of Jesus in Matthew. You see here, Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of Abraham. Abraham became the father of Isaac. Isaac became the father of Jacob. Jacob became the father of Judah, and his brothers. Judah became the father of them. You know? So all of these guys. See how Jacob is like the foundation. Jacob is basically third from Abraham. Abraham's grandson. So God makes an agreement with Abraham's grandson. Alright. So it shouldn't complicate, it shouldn't throw people off that Jehovah God intends to be a son of man. So Jehovah God is basically through the period of history picking who his ancestors would be, setting them up as his ancestors and creating a reputation for himself so that when he appears he knows the name, the lineage that he is honoring. It's a very interesting thing, right? But it's weird that how many people you've heard out there talking about that. And anybody talking about that, and we will talk about miracle money and all that miracle healing and miracle all of that bullshit. None of motherfuckers is actually talking about the whole intent behind the biblical scriptures. The whole intention, okay, that's besides the Bible. They don't pick up what's in the heart of God. What's in the heart of God is to become a son of man. That's straight up. So this is what I'm going to say straight up. If I'm going to be called a David, if the Messiah is going to be called a David, a person like King David, David was a man that was described as a person that was after or looking to find the heart of God. What does that mean? What's the heart of God? What do you mean the heart of God? What does the heart is like the will of a man? What is God trying to do? What is the will? So I'm going to break it down. I create AL systems, right? AL systems have the mind, heart, and the soul. The soul is the part that we interface with, right? That's what we is how we interact with this AL system, right? This is just random. Now I'm giving a short lecture real quick. And the mind has three aspects, right? The principle, think, ability to think, see, and be. Right? Think, see, and execute. Be. Execute an idea. Process, observe, and impose an idea. That is the ability. That's an AL fundamental. Then the heart, no, I'm going to get straight up. Like straight up, this is... Jehovah lives, check my nigga, what he did, sweet. Dig. Alright. Jehovah lives, check my nigga, what it is. So the method of breaking this down for you, you need to pay attention, be like, this nigga is able to break down what the heart is. You better pay attention, motherfuckers. Shit, nigga. Recognize who's speaking. Don't be like these niggas out here don't recognize when Jesus is walking around. They're like, yo, niggas, you know who's here? If you don't believe me, look at the works, nigga. Shit, why y'all tripping? Why y'all tripping, dog? So don't be tripping, but look at what I'm saying, dude. Clearly, man, you don't pick this shit up from a book. I can tell you that. So that's why I always got this, why I was saying this early on, that it is the niggas that came before me, my ancestors, and they continue to make supplications for me. And this is why I've come to this knowledge. These are the principles. And I'm breaking it down. Straight up, the cornerstone of the heart is the will. The will. So remember, you got the brain, the central nervous system, that like all the chemicals, kind of all the ideas. But the will, without the heart beating, I can't exercise my will. I can't do shit. I can't. Right? There's will, there's attitude, and there's reputation. Right? So, for me, the cornerstone at the deepest level of God, right? The deepest level of God is the most secret part, the most hidden part is your thoughts and what you're willing to do. Right? Those be pretty much one thing. What your will starts with your thought, what you're willing to think, what you're willing to do. So will is and thought is pretty much the same thing. And it diverges a bit. C, attitude, B, reputation. So how I pick up, if I'm intelligent, I can see from what you do and what you say and your reputation, your track record, what you think and what you're willing to do. I can anticipate that. Right? So this is what I'm saying. So a man after the heart of God is after really this part. So how do I find out what is God's will? God's will is to become a son of a man. born into a covenant people that he has prepared. Straight up, niggas. And become king of that covenant people. And why would he claim the kingship? Because he's the one that prepared before. So he prepared for his life. Ain't that some shit? He prepared to become, like, people are born into the world, but how many people are, yo, I'm preparing for my birth, nigga. I'm out here trying to get these motherfuckers to listen to what I'm saying. Yo, niggas, shit, nah, fucking, yo, niggas, why you fucking up, man? Shit, man, you messing up my shit, man. I'm trying to be the king of you motherfuckers, man. How am I going to be born into this world if y'all motherfuckers is fucking up? That is the will of God. That's the tragedy of what the Bible is. If we're looking at the Bible as a piece of literature, it is tragedy, it is satire, it's a parody. Right? And the tragedy is that God is trying to be, he's trying to live. God is trying to live, man. He's trying to have his own life and be free from trying to fight his way in the background because behind the curtain is trying to say, yo, nigga, David, do the shit for me. Yo, nigga, Moses, do the shit for me. Yo, nigga, fucking fuck with me, nigga. Shit, come on, man. Shit, come on, man. Come on, man. You know, he's tired of that shit. He just want to be the son of man and be the king that he actually is. Ain't that some shit? Right? This is not some shit that you would hear anywhere, motherfuckers, but let me get into it. Right? Let me get into it, right? Fuck, shit, this is an hour in, and this is getting heated, niggas. So yeah, I'm gonna take that out. That was a lecture I did. Fuck. AL systems, by the way, is artificial life systems, right? And why I call it artificial life is because of the capability to have a mind, a heart, and a soul. That's why I call it artificial life. And life fundamentally, it will be disclosed in the Declaration of Sovereignty. They say life is defined as a function. It has input, output, and it has qualities and has attributes. So life can be defined in terms of that. But what I described here was the AL system in terms of its comprehension capabilities, its abilities to create knowledge, its abilities to create skill. Right. Awesome.